Hello. So I have already finished um, painting, and so I have painted the fairies, the mushrooms, and the paper pulp, and this is how it looks like now. So I have also spray painted it with clear acrylic uh, finish. Okay, it's in a spray can or aerosol can. So now it's shiny. Now for finishing touches, I would like to add some gemstones. I have here some gemstones. I have a collection of them, and I would like to add because they would add some sparkle, like to the the work. Now I have to decide where to put them so that it would have some bling bling. Okay, so I'm using this E7000 craft glue. You call it multi-purpose adhesive. This is the one used by fashion designers when they design clothes for beauty contests, beauty pageants. The dresses of contestants with lots of gemstones. Those gemstones are not real gemstones, uh, but they use this one to attach it. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive somewhere. Okay, and then I'm going to place one gemstone. Okay, so I placed one there. So since the colors I used are blue, violet, and green, the colors that I have here are also on that on those colors. So let's add some here. So I didn't put red because it doesn't match. So I used something that goes with the color of the paints I used. Okay, so let's add some here. Gemstones come in different shapes and sizes and colors. Some are tear shaped, some are rice shaped, like the ones I'm using now. They are like grains of rice. Some are oblong, like the ones I'll be using later. So some are, I have some squares. Sometimes they come as teardrops. Okay, so they look like teardrops too. So let me put one here. I'm going to use an oblong one. So here is an oblong. It's oblong. Okay. I'm placing it somewhere here. So that when the person who uses this turns the can, there are some sparkles to it. Okay. So let's put some here, one here. This part is optional. It depends on you if you like to add or not. I just want to add some sparkle to my work. So I have green. Blue. And once I have added the call this the rhinestones, it's finished. Okay, so I'm making the rhinestones. Oops, one fell. I'm making the rhinestones appear as leaves. Where is that? But that one is very nice. Okay, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now they look like leaves or fruits. Okay, so there, they look like leaves. So as I said, this part here is optional. If you don't want, if you don't have rhinestones, it's okay. If you have small beads, the one you use when you make Christmas decors for school projects, you can use them too. Okay, let's put one here. I guess one or two more. I ran out of the bluish one, so I'll that the rice shaped one. I have green, something green, so I'll use the green one so that it would look like a leaf. Okay, and one here. So that's it. For me, this is finished. Okay, it's finished. Oh, I think I'll put one here. This one lacks sparkle here. I'll use a big round one, something blue and big. To vary, I would like to vary the the shapes and the sizes. Okay, I have one more left. So there you go, it's finished. Okay, so for me this is finished. It's up to you. Maybe you would like to add, you know, there's this glitter that you can buy. It's white, but when the light hits it, it's like pinkish purple. Okay, you might want to add that. Okay, let me show it to you. I'll get it. Okay, I have a jar of that. I just thought of it right now. Okay, so I have here some gold beads that you may have seen before. You can use them if you want, if you like. This is the glitter I was telling you about. It's white, but when the light hits it, it sparkles with green. Okay, so what you can do if you want, you get your craft glue and thinly apply lines on the wings, or the shape of the wings, or maybe the legs of the fairy, and then you sprinkle it. Put a piece of paper underneath and then sprinkle, so that after you can just tap the can or use a small brush to remove the excess once it is completely dried. So it would look like the fairy has some pixie dusts. Okay, now let me give you another tip, because I remember I told you one time that you can use tree branches. Okay, now I picked up a tree branch the other day. If you're going to use a tree branch, I suggest that you scrape off all of the bark. Why? As I said before, if this has a bark and it's semi-fresh and you attach it to your can, to your project, once the bark is completely dry, it would separate from the branch, the hard wood. So your hard piece of wood would be removed, leaving behind the bark. Okay. Now also the part here on top. Why? Because let's say you have scraped off this part and you have glued it and it's firmly attached. If you don't scrape this part here, it's possible that when the branch let's say the branch is semi-dry, when it's completely dry, the bark would, what do you call this, be removed, would turn into like chips, and the painted bark would be gone, leaving behind a pale piece of wood. So it's better to do that. Okay, so I have finished this one. So here I have 3 fairies. Okay, uh, there, and then some flowers. This is your paper pulp that has hardened to make it look like a bush. And it's nighttime, so I just colored it with gold and some green. Let's say, I was imagining that at night, the light from the moon is on the bushes. So, there's that golden tint. Okay, so I added the beads also. So I hope you like this project. This is easy for you to use. As I said, if you don't like fairies, you can use, let's say, a mermaid. And then if you have some shells, instead of mushrooms and paper pulp, you attach shells using the one I told you, showed you, the construction adhesive, because that's really strong. Okay? And then put the mermaid, and you know make some cutouts of fish. Okay, maybe you want to use a dragon if you want, from the game of, I think that's Game of Thrones. Is that the TV series Game of Thrones, the one with Daenerys and the 3 dragons, and Daenerys would say something and the dragon would breathe fire. Those of you who are into Game of Thrones would know that. And maybe you would like to use the dragon from the movie Aragon. Aragon is a very nice movie. I just hope they have a sequel to that. So there. So I used the colors that I wanted. Gold, silver, copper, purple, green, some silver, and pearl green, and some beads. Okay, so I'll end the video here. So keep on checking my YouTube page once in a while, because I might come up with another video. I'm planning to make a video of making a can with Christmas designs using epoxy, because way back 2000, year 2000, I think, oh, no, late 1990s, sorry, not 1900s, but late 1990s, our family got involved in export business. We would make handicrafts, Christmas balls, and then baskets, and we would use this epoxy, Pioneer epoxy, and calcimine powder, and we would decorate it with vines and berries and holly leaves, and everything would be Christmas colors. So I might do a video on that, or also how to show you how to make other shapes of leaves, or how to make a mushroom out of epoxy. Because if you make a mushroom out of epoxy, it would be nicer. It would be like 3-dimensional. The mushrooms would have some depth and height, and a better shape than the cutouts. So enjoy crafting, everyone. Bye. This is Teacher Miel.